brought me alive, but God know I'll live high. It's a
Well, welcome back, everybody. Another day of coverage here for the PPD Nationals. This time it's doubles. How about that? William Stuart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green, and of course in the background, Mr. Nick Dichiria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sean, how's it going, my man?
Buddy, I am feeling fantastic. My Colts have for some reason played well today. It's amazing. It's a miracle. Up 33-0 at halftime. They're going to lose still. But at least it was a fun first half, and that makes me excited because I don't have to watch anymore.
You know what it is? It's Saturday. They're not used to that one, so it's a different day, a different mindset. Why not come out and win a game for a change?
Hey, history has been made. It is the first time you've had an NFL head coach with the last name Saturday playing on a Saturday. So there's that. I'm kind of hoping it's the last time, if you know what I'm saying. But we'll see how that coach search goes in the offseason. Hey, doubles today. 50,000 plus in positional payouts. But that does not even scratch the surface of all of the money that is being played for today. We have the bonus pools going on this Super Saturday. And guys, it's the storyline. Who is going to get part of that 10K, the 6K, the 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1K bonus pool money? Split up evenly amongst those teams that get first place in their ranked position group. We've seen people win $4,000 by being the only person to win in the 4K bonus pool. It's going to be an awesome day, bud. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so actually we have 958 players participating today throughout all our divisions, and then to be exact, it's $81,000 up for grabs today with the bonus pool money in the mix as well. But we've got a doozy of a match getting ready to start here. A Division I matchup as Brandon Neal and Donnie Holden of Nebraska NTS, Nebraska Technical Services, take on the one and only Jules Van Dongen and Lisa Parsons of Missouri and B&G Amusements. So should be a barn burner of an affair here to start us off. How about that?
You want to talk about a great first opening match, as long as our, screens and stuff work properly and don't delay this whole time. Jules versus Brandon Neal. I mean, amazing. This is going to be wonderful. I understand why Jules went the bullseye route there on the last start, because it did not matter what he shot after the first two. But Jules did not even make the money in singles yesterday. He's going to be chomping at the bit to win this Division I bracket, and he's in that 4K bonus pool as well. But hey, how about Omaha? Brandon Neal and Donnie. That's going to be quite the duo. What's going to be the difference in this match?
Consistency. I mean, definitely we all know how good of a shot Jules is, so there's no denying that. Maybe Lisa is the player that's going to have to, see how that person plays out. So let's see how she's playing. Is Jules going to have to pick at the pace of Lisa, and how much? Or maybe that's not the case. Maybe Lisa's going to hold her own. But I'll be interested to see how that goes. Of course, we are dealing with some ratings in the background, so let's mention those. I wanted to pull that up real quick. In our Division I, we have 16 teams, and it's a 7.749 to 8 average.
Yeah, and if you think about that, Jules is probably right around a 6.0. So Lisa, his partner, is going to be about a 2 to a 1.5. I know that was probably tricky for Jules to even find partners that would fit into an 8-point cap limit. So it's always interesting to see how that second player does. If she gives Jules help, they can win this, and they can win this nicely. But you're going up against a great player in Brandon Neal, who throws in our first 9 mark of the day. Boom goes the dynamite. Brandon, the best dressed Neal, getting it done there.
Well, looking at some divisions here, I mean, we're talking some minute averages. We mentioned it yesterday. How about Division 4, 16 teams, 7.238 to a 7.329. How about Division 6, 6.87 to a 6.978. We're talking tenths,
Yeah.
people in between these teams. So really, any team can come out here and win this bad boy. It's just who's going to do it. How about on the other side of the bracket? I want to mention that one. On the other side of this Division 1, Chrissy Grimmel and Stan Page of West Coast Darters of Florida hanging out, playing Mark Rowe and Willie Walker of Western Washington Darters League. So good stuff.
Yeah, we have more locations today than we had yesterday. I think we're up to about 7 that we can look into and stream from, and we're going to take as much advantage of that all day long. We know it's going to be a little bit of a longer stream than we got lucky with last night. That is for sure. Ending that thing early. Dayton Albert's chiming in saying, "Hey, can I play?" I don't know the answer to that question. It depends on if you are TOC qualified, but you also have to have registered for this a while ago. So probably not if you're just finding out about it right now, Dayton.
Well, I found out, I believe Nick mentioned it yesterday. In order to qualify for the national events, which happens every 90 days, you have to play 6 league matches, and then you can play 3 DRTs. So a total of 9 events.
It's not bad at all.
No, that's really not bad at all. So
just want to clarify, 9 total matches within 90 days. 3 of them can be substituted with DRTs.
okay, there we go. 3 can be substituted with DRTs. So yeah, I mean, not a lot to qualify for these national events. Of course, if you want to qualify for the CSC Challenger Series and/or TOC finale, does require a little bit more than that. So, got to be in that top 500 in the rankings list and have a certain amount of games played.
Yep. Yeah, I could go through the whole spiel, but I'll do that later on. How about this? You have Division 13, where the cap is a 5.909 to a 6.074. That is almost 2 players that are a 3.0 average between the two of them. That's insane for Division 13. Like that is how good you're going to see these teams play. The lowest is a 3.042 to a 3.991 in Division 30, but dude, this is going to be close. You're seeing the ratings are so close. It's going to be a great day. I'm telling you. And we're seeing it here. Brandon Neal and his partner, Donnie Holden, looking to take out this first leg. All cricket, race to 2 on the winner side.
Yeah, let's say that winner side. Of course, in the one loss side, it'll be cricket 501 cricket. And then we'll diddle it up in the middle of those at the beginning and before that third leg. And then we got that last chance bracket as well. So this is a triple dip situation that could happen, as we did see some triple dips happen yesterday in our singles brackets.
Some
I hate
big
to
name
mention it.
triple dips.
We did.
Now, I will say that one of those triple dips did come out today with a very good Facebook post, both taking the blame and also giving potential excuses at the same time. It was kind of impressive. He was like, it wasn't because of this or this or this or this, but it was because, it just happens. Sometimes people throw better. Mike Scarborough put pressure on Mike Maloney the entire time. Mike said that he just couldn't breathe. He wasn't missing. Jason saying the closest board for him is 3 hours away. I'm actually kind of impressed with how close that is. Boom goes the dragon there for Jules Van Doggen. Throwing his first 9 mark.
I think right now with the weather in North Dakota, it may take you 3 days to get there for 3 hours, but that's okay. Get there nonetheless. Get your chance at this.
Brandon, we're seeing the really textbook patented take back, nice and controlled. Follow through is fantastic. He's one of those players that's also really good on the mic. So we have to watch out for players like him because, us non-talented dart players on the mics is worse than talented players on the mics.
They're going to come take our jobs. what potentially could happen here. Good 4 mark there from Donnie. But Jules really that impressive 9. It's up to him to see what he can do from here. He goes at the 18s here, looking to close those. Ooh, goes downstairs afterwards. Trip 3 with that second dart, huh?
Yeah, I like the look of the 19 there. I think he was trying to get rid of that. But then bails on it and just, all right, I'll just close this number instead, I guess, and gets rid of the 18s. Huge point lead for Jules and Lisa. Brandon going to have to reel in a lot of 19s. And he is doing so.
Yeah, he's doing it indeed. Big 7 mark there as he looks to Sky. Wanted some more. Or some more would have put him in the lead.
Guys, we are live here for PPD Nationals. Do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let everyone know we are here streaming this wonderful tournament all night long. And by tournament, I mean 30 of them. We got 30 divisions. We're looking at 7, 8 different locations that we can pull from. It's going to be a full day of coverage. We got our man behind the scenes, Mr. Nick Dichiria, pulling matches, getting things set up, all that good stuff in the background. And of course, I am joined by the GOAT, Mr. William Stuart of USA Darts.
What that was, but all right.
It was a hushed goat scream, because if I actually would have tried it, I would have blown out the speakers of everyone listening.
While we were chatting there, massive third dart close on the 19s from Lisa a couple rounds ago.
She's doing her job. She's helping. That's all you have to do with Jules as your partner. And you also have to hope for a little bit of Brandon Neal and his partner missing.
I mentioned it before. Sometimes you can't go with the mindset of I need a 9 every round or I need a 7 every round. Sometimes you just gotta have that complimentary round. Maybe that 1, 2, 3 closure just is good enough.
She's already bonus right now. 5 mark from Lisa. If she plays like this, they're going to be a very tough team to beat.
She has a solid shot. I think she took second in the Grand Woody tournament up there in Kansas City last weekend. A nice little Woody dart tournament that we have every year to benefit Toys for Tots.
Oh, you got to let me know ahead of time next year. I want to go to that.
It's fun, man. Everybody gets a set of Woody darts when they start the day, and that's what you got to play with. Man, it takes a little bit to get those straight. Let me tell you what.
Well, the Dragon breathes fire again. His second 9 mark of the leg. They are well in control now. But yeah, I've never played American darts. I'd love to. Sounds like a fun day. Is it not American darts?
Not technically American. We still play on the regular board, so.
Oh.
Not American, but it's just a unique deal to benefit Toys for Tots. So.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome. That's so cool. Still, throw the Woody darts is always great.
Yeah. Been happening. I think 29 years, something like that. So pretty good.
Lisa gets 1 bull in there. You gotta love it. Hi, Miss Tina Anderson, tuning in from. She's one of our indie. She runs a lot of blind draws and stuff for us. A fantastic person, and her husband Jesus. His name's Bobby Anderson. He looks like Jesus, so we call him Jesus. Is a fantastic indie dart player, way behind the scenes.
Do we know where Jules and Lisa are playing out of, Nick? Is it Sharks per chance, or sure if we can get that information? But how about that? A 5.60 is a 5.14 in that opening leg from Brandon Neal and Donnie Holden.
Well, Lisa was above a 3 there in that leg too. So again, if she does that, that team is going to be very difficult to deal with. This is the all-important moment, though. You have got to go first against Jules.
Indeed. I don't know about that dart.
Yeah, that little guy, we don't worry about that little guy.
The angle we have here is just so weird. It definitely plays here. We're not quite sure the angle that we're seeing, so We do apologize for that, but that's what
Bullseye.
we got.
Yep.
Smart thinking indeed.
Yep, you called it, buddy. That's what you got to do there. And now Jules and Lisa will be going first in this last leg decider. The winner moves on to the king seat match. The loser goes to the one-loss match side.
Jules and Lisa are playing out of Hardcore Cafe.
Hardcore Cafe. Never heard of that.
New one for me as well.
I like it. Sounds hardcore.
Got a School of Rock playing in the background, ready to go.
What?
How about that? What? I was thinking, if you're not hardcore, if you live hard, come on, School of Rock, dude.
I got you.
Jack Black, come on, classic, bro.
No.
Classic.
I just didn't know you went to School of Rock there, like in that moment. I thought you were talking about like you actually could hear School of Rock in the background.
Which I can find it on this TV right now.
Brandon
Neal
going
17s. How about that?
Yeah, that's an
I don't mind
interesting decision. I like it. It's his number, so
Yeah. I would say I don't mind it. It just depends on, is it your partner's number? In a single setting, that's perfectly fine. Hey, do what you got to do to get the points on the board. But your opponent's
Yeah.
your teammates got to feel, like that's his number too. Big triple here would be nice. Yep.
and he walks it in for dart 3-2. Felt good going into that third dart and hits it. And now Jules, a little bit of work to do on pointing. Never mind.
Hey, how about this? 71 people tuning in so far. That's pretty good for everything that's going on a Saturday with NFL football, the PDC, as well as this going on. Appreciate the support. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out. Share this around if you can.
Please. That's Will Stewart. I'm Sean Green. Nick Dichiria is our man behind the scenes, pulling matches, getting everything set up for us. We wouldn't be able to do our job if it wasn't for him. And that's the last nice thing I'm going to say today about him, because you haven't seen his mustache.
It is pretty ugly, folks. Let me tell you.
What's happening,
I'm
Pilgrim?
kidding, Nick. I'm kidding. But Farva needs a liter of cola, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't want a large Farva. John Pilgrim, what's up, brother? Congratulations on your level 2 victory yesterday. That was a crazy field that you ran through.
We do want to give some love to yesterday's winners. I'll have to kind of get those written down here in the background. Maybe we'll give them some shout out here in a little bit.
What'd you do before we started streaming?
I took my son to the toy train museum today. That was pretty fun.
Well, it sounds like you could have done some pre-show work instead.
I did. I could have, and honestly, I had the time to, but someone took a nap in this chair. He fell asleep.
I'm just messing with you. Family first.
Yeah.
Brandon Neal. 16s, 15s, double bull would be really nice right now. If I had a wish list, that'd be on it. Well, Santa didn't come for me this year.
You're getting a lump of coal, sir.
Jay Wilson saying hashtag BGTD. Love it. Getting the boom goes the dynamite hashtag going strong for us. It's funny is I always get sent videos of people when they hear boom goes the dynamite out in the world. Like you got it the other day from Liz Tynan, who tagged you in it. That's great. Drew Carey.
He tagged me in it, not you. Me in it.
I didn't know Drew Carey was a fan. It's nice to know that he watches our show.
How about this factoid? Flight Club just opened up in Vegas, a nice little darts bar at the Venetian. So go check that out if you got time, if you're in Vegas.
Love it.
It speaks volumes to where darts is right now. If you're opening up a darts bar, there's obviously people curious in darts. So,
well, and you remember when we were at NDA in Vegas, there's a small but really close knit group of darters in that Vegas community that are pretty good. Brandon Perez, lit up the entire weekend, if you remember that correctly.
Yes, sir, he did.
Well, there's going to be some pressure on Lisa Ashton for this 114.
Yeah, she needs to hit this, get a set on the board.
Not going to do so.
Oh, thanks for ruining it for me, bud.
Well, I'm sorry. You should get on the right time of the stream. I don't know what to tell you. All right, Lisa. Looking to get the point lead. Big second dart. Oh, she got a Grand Slam breakfast, but the triple 20 helps. Bullseye for Ryan Meikle.
I love your two screen coverage right now, buddy.
Well, you guys can't see it. I figure. Well, by use guys, I mean those that are watching with us. Big dart. Lisa Ashton wins the set.
Hey, come on, Lisa. Atta girl.
And come on, Lisa, who's playing with Jules too. We didn't want to confuse everyone.
Good recovery.
But look at this. The turnaround. My, how the turntables. Brandon Neal finds himself 93 points down. And he's going to have to stay there and hit at least 7-16 to get that point lead. Does so. Gives him a little giddy up as he woes to the board. And now Lisa. This is where the help helps. Ooh, is she going to go for the close of the 16th instead of getting the point lead? This is a bold move, Cotton. We're going to see if it pays off for him.
I like the move. Maybe Lisa advised her on that one too. Maybe she was just like, "Hey, why not go ahead and take the attempt?" Yep. I think you have to there.
Yep.
And the pressure's on. See, 215s. Now it's up to Jules.
Jules closed 15s first.
I think he's going to. Now, does he take a look at point in here?
Nope, he's going to stay there all three now. Only gets the close. If Brandon can close 3 of these wedges, that puts a little bit of pressure here on Miss Lisa. You had to close the 20s and the 19s so that she's forced to hit a 2 mark.
I think he's thinking here. I think he's thinking even possibly bulls. Do you?
No, I think you got to throw the first dart of the 20.
I told you, he's thinking bulls here. He's thinking all bulls. He's going to look at 4 or 5, maybe the 7. Yeah, he's looking at 4 or 5 of them there. I don't know if that's the right move because you have to close one of these numbers in order to win the game.
These guys are playing chess right now, and I'm only good at checkers. So
that's what I was thinking. I think he's looking at bulls here as an option.
Now it gives his partner a chance to run.
Yep, they need that number because it's so easy for the other team to get back in the game. So I do like the bull move, and yeah, he's taking the move now.
I love it now.
Yeah, it's great. That's a good move.
Lisa breaks the throw up 1-0. Jules gets back the point lead. What a boss move that would have been if he just would have gone bullseye, double bullseye there. Be like, what? This is supposed to be close, fun, but all right, Brandon. You set yourself up to point on the bulls. You get that opportunity now, bud. Needs at least 3 of them to get that point lead. So he'll stay there for all of them. Oh, no.
That is tough. You see him work his way over. He does manage to snag 1, but one's not going to be enough. Let's see what Lisa does here. Does she go right at? Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. Does she point or she go right at the? Yeah, go right for the bull.
Kill shot, 2 darts. Lisa Parsons, ladies and gentlemen. Jules Van Dongen, who? Lisa was the all-star of that one. Gets it done. Helped out enough. Jules did throw a 5-2-9, but other than that, definitely Lisa. Wow. Brandon and Donnie go to the 1-loss bracket. Jules and Lisa move on to the king seat match.
I love Jules' deal saying just go for it. If you hit one, then if you're not confident, go down, point it up. But how about that? Lisa and Jules will play for the King's seat. Who are they going to play? Let's find out here. Pull that up. They're going to play Mark and Willie. So Mark Rowe and Willie Walker of Western Washington Dart Leagues. We possibly will have that match streamed,
Yeah.
maybe.
Are they playing at All Seasons?
If they're playing it all seasons, we possibly will have that match. We'll let you know.
No, they don't. They didn't play at All Seasons anyway. They played at a different place in Washington because they're not in the same location as All Seasons, I believe. Or are
That
they?
is a bummer. That is a bummer. But Brandon and Donnie will head to the one-loss bracket as they will have either Chris or David of Troy Vending, Chris Watson, David Reeves of Troy Vending, Arizona, and or Austin Braswell or Wesley Ledford of C&M Darts, Florida. So that's who awaits. Those two is going to be Brandon and Donnie.
So it does look like we have about a few moments till our next match is ready here. So we're going to go ahead and cut for a second here, put on some music for you guys, and then as soon as we have our next match ready.
Real quick, just before you do it, let me go ahead and give a shout out. I've got some yesterday's winners. I managed to get to about Division 13, so let's go ahead and do that. Mike Scarborough, Division number 1 winner of Arizona. John Pilgrim, Division number 2 winner of Wisconsin. James Edwards, Division 3 of Indianapolis. Andrew Trainer of Arizona in Division 4. Travis Wilkinson of Wisconsin for Division 5. Vince Milano of Kentucky, Division 6. Rob
Hey, that's
Priam.
Chenzo Darts is Vinny Milano.
Oh, okay. There we go. Nice to hear. Rob Priam of South Dakota winning Division 7. Jeff Helmer of Kentucky winning Division 8. Steve Drew of Wisconsin, Division 9. Robert Smith of Texas, Division 10. Joe Player of Florida, 11. Mike Haas of Wisconsin, Division 12. And then Division 13, Ryan Davis of Iowa. So
Love it.
congrats to those winners. We'll get the rest of you winners on through Division 30 throughout our day here. So congrats to those winners. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. We got some more action from the PPD Doubles Nationals coming your way here from Partners Promoting Darts. Thanks for joining us. William Stuart here alongside me. That boom guy, Sean Green, and Farva himself, Nick Dichiria in the background. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere, guys.
on the wrong beat, all that will come. We're up till dawn. But how can I hide it without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence without an alibi. Getting lost in memories, the surface deeper. Want it all surrounding, feel it ease. Shining. Shining through. Getting lost in memories, the surface deeper. Want it all surrounding, feel it ease. Shining. Shining through.
Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? What makes this happy? showing off. Don't wanna have to wait tonight. Wait tonight. Better off. I'm gonna find my way tonight. Wait tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me?
All righty, back here with another match here. Looks like we got Andrew and Ryan taking on Keith and Mark. What you got? You got any back information on these guys, Sean?
Yeah. We got Houston, Texas, with Ryan Crawley, who was a CSC Division II participant last year, and I believe two back-to-back seasons. His opponent, I've heard that name before, so I know that he's going to have some good firepower too. You can see he's going first for his team even. And then you have Keith Cook and Mark Wigman, who may or may not be related to our good friend Todd Wigman.
Very well could be. Very well could be. Mid-State Amusements for Keith and Mark. And it's Star City Amusements for Ryan and Andrew. And this is a last chance, so
Yep.
one and done, folks. This is going to be pressure from the very get-go, and we've already seen a little pressure right from the start, as it looks like Keith and Mark will get the diddle. So
Let
here we
everyone
go.
know. Let everyone know, guys. We got Wisconsinites and we got Houston Knights. I don't know. Houstonians.
Houstonians, yeah, I was going to say Houstonians.
That are playing right now. Hit that share button. Let them know who's playing. Big stuff here as the Colts are challenging the spot, and they might blow this game if the spot is ends up being what it is. And of course, we got then Lisa Ashton trying to make a comeback on Ryan Meikle, not looking good in the last set so far.
Yeah, looking too hot. Indeed, it's unfortunate. I would love to see her win this bad boy. But man, what a comeback! What a comeback indeed.
And there's Mark Wigman.
I just want to give a little shout out for Ryan Crawley throwing right now. With these locations, there's always a lot of maintenance that needs to get done, and he was the first one to answer my call today when I said, "Hey, can you make sure the stadium's all ready to go?" And within 5 minutes, he had that place up and good for us. So shout out to Ryan Crawley and the stadium staff for getting this board up and running for us today.
Yes, thank you so much, Ryan. Ryan is a tall human being too. He's about 6'6", 6'7", it seems like. And a great dart player. Well, it might be the end of the road here for Lisa Ashton.
Yeah, it looks like it. 54 left for Meikle compared to 170.
And there it is. I don't know if I ruined that for you. I hope not. Andrew Honeycutt with a nice 7 mark.
See, I think, I can't say that. Never mind.
Fair enough.
I was thinking, I was like, I liked what he did there. He turned around, he shook Lisa's hand,
Yep.
and then he threw his darts and celebrated. So it's kind of just like a little respect to your opponent before you do your celebrations.
Yeah, there's just certain people.
Like that.
There's certain people in darts you do not celebrate in front of.
Yeah.
And Lisa Ashton would be one of those players that would deserve that type of respect. And it's nice that Ryan Meikle gave it. The one thing that you always notice with dart players, especially at the professional level, is which ones do the right things. I think we saw the reverse of that yesterday morning in the morning session there, where you'd like to see a player be a little bit more humble in defeat and not earn a fine for just walking off stage without shaking officials' hands. But it's a big deal thing. It's tough.
We got a battle on the 20s here. I mean, these last chance deciders, you don't want to give an inch, but This is the definition of not giving an inch. We're going to battle it out here.
Holy crazy.
I think they're already set in stone. They're going to go to the end here. Is this round 9 already? Is that what I'm seeing?
6.
Okay,
Good
I was
eyes.
going to say, are my eyes deceiving me? I think so. I need a new monitor. I need a new monitor. Let me check this out here. Will needs a new monitor. So if you want to, my Cash App and my Venmo, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, I need a new football team to cheer for. So if you got one of those.
Yeah, come on over to the Chiefs side. We're doing decent until playoffs.
No, that's too racist for me. You're welcome. You guys even do the chant that's racist, and you guys even spit on the American flag every time you guys do the national anthem with Chiefs instead of Braves.
So Andrew in a great position here to kind of take control of this leg.
Yay, tie ball game. F and L. F and L. We'll see, I can't talk. All right. Mark Wiegman stepping up.
In the background while this match is going on, the father-son duo of Christian and Lon Brozard, out of all seasons, did continue on in the last chance bracket. That's a Division 8 matchup. Kind of keeping our eye on a couple of these matches. So they're still chugging along, and hopefully we'll get a chance to get a father-son duo on stream a little bit later.
How about a big 1-3-3 there from Ryan Crawley? Keith gonna have to match it. It's a great second dart. There is the match from Keith. K squared. Keeping his team with the point lead.
I think there's a 7 there. Difficult
Oh,
dart,
that's
but
a
recovers
good
with that
catch.
last dart. Yeah, to keep the lead. These guys are hammering away. I'm pretty sure and almost confident we're going to see a round out here no matter what.
Yeah, you can see the players that are there at the zone, or the stadium, not the zone. That's a
Channel
different thing altogether.
service.
But you saw Christy Davis there just to what would be the left side of Ryan, because I know Ryan's left-handed. There's the point lead, and it's blocked. Yeah, I think that's why he went for it and just wires it into the trip 5. That's the difference between feeling really good or really bad about the game as it stands.
Oh, an unfortunate round there. Now, what do these guys do? Do they stay on the 19s or they go for the 20s here?
Sorry, I'm just blown away by how bad my football team is.
Hey, you go cry in the closet. We'll be okay here watching some darts. Big 19 there. And he took a shot. He did manage to hit one of those 20s, so at least tried to take it out.
Well, he surely wasn't happy with his first start at the 19, the way it was hanging right over that treble, so he was forced to go up. I don't think he was trying to do it in that order.
What a walk on dart 3 to get it in there for the 7 mark from Mark Wigman.
Big darts indeed. 880 plays 817, or what was 817. Looking for a triple here. He's got it in the lead again. Does he take his look?
He does. That's right in the fat part of the 20, though.
That double's always tempted for me there. Inside wire. Oh, yes, please.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I always will miss outside and feel terrible. They didn't even at least get 1 mark on it. Of course, the trip 5 or trip 1 would be calling my name too. All right, Andrew, gonna look at the 18s to open up a new wedge. He's got to close the 20 at some point, or not. No, he tried it. He just moved real quick on that last start. I thought he was staying on the 17s out of frustration. Definitely advantage Wisconsinites. Keith in the 2K bracket, Mark in the 4K. It is bonus pool Saturday, where if you are ranked 1 to 100, you're in the 10K bonus pool. So if you win your tournament, you get a piece of 10K extra. And if you're the only person in your group to win that, you win the whole shebang.
Well, as you can see up on our scoreboard here, Ryan with the 4K ticker, Keith with the 2K, Mark with the 4K. So if these guys can manage to turn it around, triple dip the king seat here, they will win a nice little chunk of that money.
Yep. They're going to need a total eclipse of the heart if they want to stay in the running.
Good stuff there. Quality.
Thank you. I feel like it was a stretch, but
it was a stretch, but it was a stretch.
If you got it, you got it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. If you got it, if you're old enough to get it, you got it. If you're Nick Dichiria, you didn't get it.
Oh, he's not listening to us at all anymore.
He tuned us out about an hour ago.
At least. All
So
right.
Ryan, 97
18.
down here.
Got to close the 20 at some point, I believe, still. Oh, that's brutal.
That is brutal, because now, eesh. What do you do?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question.
It's so easy for your opponent to 1, 2, 3 those 18s and you'd be done. You almost have to take your chance, but it still leaves you in the same situation. They can 1, 2, 3 and you're done. You might as well take your look at the 20s there, is what my thought would be.
Now you throw 2 at the 17, you hope you trip one of the first 2, and then you close the 20. Or you go 16s because 17s are closed, and I'm an idiot. Still got to close the 20s. Oh, they got it within 31 points. You got to close the 20 there. That's like best case scenario. You agree with that?
I think eventually you have to get that bad boy out of there. It's so easy for your opponent to take a couple looks and then go, and look, they're taking that. Oh, here we go. Unfortunate. Trip 1, single 1, trip 5.
Wide open. Wide open.
Now you need to get that sucker out of here. First or second dart, you take your opportunity, I think. I go 20, and then back to the 16. Yep. That'll give them a 1-point advantage, but it's an advantage. Now, if you're Keith, you got to go 15s here. Sorry if you can hear the old beast of a son up there yelling and wailing.
No, you have a great mic system. Was that on the defense? No.
I was wondering what you were doing back there, if you were taking a nap or if you were just watching your Colts lose.
You know what? In the first way, like I'm seriously like, all right, cool. We were going to ruin our draft position by winning this game. But in a different way, it's embarrassing to be up 33-0 and then lose. You know?
The Vikings of all people.
Like, it was embarrassing for the Vikings to be down 33-0 after the first half. It would be even more embarrassing to lose after being up 33-0.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, no.
Buddy.
No.
It is kind of bad when your opponent score 14 in the third and 22 in the fourth quarter compared to your none.
Especially after last week's fourth quarter.
Well, there it is.
Ryan and Andrew turn around the Tides, and they are still going.
They will advance. Heading on over to this match. It's Jimmy Sullivan and Trisha Sullivan taking on Randy and Robert. And yeah, it's Thirsties. That's a familiar bar we've seen before.
We've gone from Houston to Houston.
If you're going to play in Texas.
What is this level?
That's what we need to find out from the young man, Nick.
Oh, Division 6, young buck.
Ah, he just updated it, even though we've got Mark and Keith still up there. Oh.
So this one right here is on the one-loss side. So they will play Cricket 01 Cricket.
Look at that bonus pool. Jimmy and Teresa with 6K in the bonus pool. Randy with 10K. Robert with 6K. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, both of these teams would love to win this bracket today.
Jimmy and Teresa, of course, husband-wife duo. The Sullivans have been happily married for a couple decades now. They were some of the mentors I had when I first got into the darting scene as well. Some really great family friends. Jimmy Sullivan, of course, played in the CSC Challenger Series, Division 2. And Teresa has won quite a few female accolades. I mean, she's in the mid-threes as a female shooter there.
All right, Jimmy Sullivan gets himself a 5-mark point lead and went for the 19 on dart 3. Does not hit it. And now Robert Pratt going to have to point a lot on those 19s.
One thing to keep in mind here is for Robert and Randy in particular, that with them having the 6K and the 10K, if they were to beat Jimmy and Teresa, that more than likely eliminates some 6K winners that they would have to potentially, split with and stuff like that. You always want to kind of cheer for your bonus pool to do poorly, except for you. It's kind of one of those things that you have to keep in mind.
So I don't know if you saw the background there of the nice little
Dance.
ballet jump. Beautiful form by that young lady behind there.
Well, just taking a look at this Division 6 bracket, you guys can do the same on CompuSport if you'd like, via your mobile device and or web page. Whoever wins this one will take on Brian Montgomery and Gabriel Herman. Florida, Breyer and Brown Incorporated to be exact. So don't you dare do that. Oh my goodness, don't you dare, Nick. Don't do it.
What's happening now?
I was being funny, and since we were picking on Nick, I sent him a picture and a laugh. I was like, "Love you, kinda," just because we're picking on him so much.
Oh, you guys
And
are
now he's
literally
gonna play it
chatting behind my
against me.
back?
Now he's gonna play it against me. Terrible. Terrible.
I just have to deal it back every now and again there, but it's gonna be an interesting matchup of how this one plays out. Division 6, which might sound like a big difference, but honestly, the difference between 6 and 2 is not much. If I'm right, I know Sean has those stats pulled up there.
Absolutely. Division 6 is a 6.87 to a 6.978, and Division 2 is about a little bit less than a point difference in the 7.5s to 7.7s. So again, you could have a Division 2 team play against a Division 6 team, and the Division 6 team win. It's that close.
And it just shows like how serious this can get between these levels, these tight spreads. I mean, Jimmy Sullivan, back before he kind of like mostly retired from darts, he only plays casually in like some leagues in the CSC and some of the PPD stuff nowadays, but easily one of those players that knows how to turn it on when he needs to, and I would say is very much capable of maintaining a 5.0 average back when he was playing consistently.
Armand letting us know
Yeah.
that's not me sitting there in sadness. You crying back there?
Well, Armand, when you start streaming, as all of us know, you end up becoming a better streamer than you do a dart player. And maybe it's that time, buddy. You just make that leap.
We'll get you some tissues. Some tissues.
I like how he's not looking. He's trying to listen to us. But he doesn't. Now he's going to notice he's on screen.
At least
He's typing a chat to us.
At least
He
you
goes,
got a
ha
face.
ha ha.
At least you got a face for radio, my guy.
That's unfair. I think he's probably better looking than definitely us. That's for sure.
Well, big shout out. He did say, yeah, I shot nowhere near what I did yesterday. He did take third yesterday in his division, so kudos for that one.
Yeah, barely winning money. Spend the whole day to barely win any money.
Hey, you won a pretty good chunk. A little 100 plus. That's always nice.
Great news for everyone. Colts are going to overtime, so my whole entire focus is going to be elsewhere still for a good 10 minutes, maybe.
And that means I'm
Might as well
subbing
tie
in.
again.
That's how I interpret that one there.
It's okay. The Vikings are going to get the ball first, so we've definitely blown this already. He goes, "That's it. I'm retiring." I love it. Don't retire. Still play darts. Just know that you're going to have to take your licks a little bit more often now.
Indeed so. Indeed.
And there's also now a bullseye on your back whenever you play, because everyone's going to want to take you out, or else you're going to talk about beating that person. So then it becomes even extra.
Nice little battle we got here. Round 12 here.
Teresa Sullivan just looking to close those 17s. This is a big dart.
Oh.
No. You can tell it was a big dart. She threw it off the board. There was some tension there. I can guarantee it. Got a little butt slap from her husband, though, as she went by. That's the type of partnership you got to have.
Little good game. Good game.
Jimmy and Teresa, for some little fun facts here, I believe owns some FedEx routes is like their main line of work nowadays. He used to work at Coca-Cola for a very long time, and now they do. Apparently, FedEx routes are individually owned. If you didn't know, I found that out through them. And Robert Pratt, of
No
course,
idea.
is the operator, one of the operators for Star City. So he's the one that facilitates a lot of the boards out there, and when things break, he's the one that calls. So.
Who?
Robert Pratt.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Broughton? Randy Broughton is his partner?
No. Yeah, Broughton. Yes. I'm not as familiar with Randy, unfortunately. First time seeing him on the stream. Although, I mean, they seem to be having a pretty good run.
I'm sure his apologies accepted, or your apologies accepted. All right, Randy, need a lot of 16s. I like it. How about that pump?
I'm going to say, how about Nick leaving it on the slightly zoomed in angle? We're seeing
a lot of Armon.
Yeah. Oh, well, I just like the good little image we're getting with these cameras. We're doing some work. We're updating all our camera packages, hoping to get more out there so we can get more people on our platform here.
We're apparently not allowed to say that yet. But here's what needs to happen. We need to black out all those curtains at Thirsties and turn on that disco ball. That's what's going on. It's not a party yet.
Armin's listening. He can do that for us. I feel like he can just turn on right now.
It'll help people play the Bee Gees. Staying alive, because that's what they're all trying to do.
In a row where we did Bee Gees references. We're on fire.
Think I don't think that's only 2 in a row, buddy. I try to throw that out often. If you want to hear it, we'll be annoyed. I even sang that staying alive with John Pard on commentary, so I'm willing to do it whenever.
Wait, like the John Part?
Yes. Yeah, the one that's probably you're hearing on whatever match is going on in the PDC currently. That one. Look at this. Jimmy. Oh! Jimmy was 1 dart away from winning the match. We are in round 17 of 20. This has been a scrappy affair. Robert needs 3 bowls. Double bowl. Doesn't get the double bowl.
So here we go. Just needing the bull. The single bull here for the win.
There it is. Teresa's the one who gets it done. How on earth is that roughing the passer? Dear
Oh, that's great.
JC.
You know we're real professional broadcasters when Sean's calling 3 different things at the same time: the PPD Nationals, the World Championship, and NFL football.
This is professional at its highest margin here. So Robert and Randy will get the start in 5:01, and unfortunately, it's a single 6 to open up, but 2 bulls to follow. So still a ton plus. That'll work. That'll work indeed. Let's see what Jimmy and Teresa can do here. Usually we're in for a third leg decider. On this one, we'll see.
All right, let's see what Jimmy does. A little bit of an opening. Nick, it's Division 6. We're still expecting hat tricks, right?
Absolutely. You're going to notice, like, with the Jimmy Teresa dynamic, you have a very strong mid-4 player with Teresa's average probably being somewhere around the 2.8 range, if I had to guess off the top of my head here. So you're going to see big player hits hat trick, and then B player needs to hit singular bull. That's going to be their approach. Well, with Roberts and Randy, it seems to be a little bit more even averages between the two. So you're going to expect more of those average low tons. I would still expect it all the way in the first 10 divisions. It's still the same case. You need 2 bulls around to do consistently well in the 0-1 game.
So we're looking for Teresa to get 1 bull around. Is a big help. Like, that's a big dart.
That is big there. Keeps them
dynamic.
just in the margin of a lead here, just to keep out in front. So yeah, and especially with Jimmy coming up after. Oh yes, this could very well be their leg here. They could win this 2-0, and that's a kind of a tough task to do.
Yeah, those are big missed darts.
It's all about right now with Jimmy. He just needs to lower into the point where Teresa can set him up. That's going to be their goal here.
You gotta love Midwest bars.
What?
Yeah, so you gotta love Midwest bars.
This is
I'll
the
tell you,
South.
Both of
this
these are
is
South.
this is like Midwest South, buddy. Like
What?
Jacksonville,
well,
Florida?
I guess Texas is Houston. That's like the South, but I consider it like the Midwest because Oklahoma and Texas have like the same bar laws. Is what I'm saying.
Oklahoma's Midwest? When did that happen?
Oklahoma's Midwest, dude. What are you talking? Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, all Midwest.
Y'all are out west. I don't know what you're talking about.
Geography degrees are not required for commentary.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
Teresa
Let us know in the
does hit a
chat.
bull on that last start to set up, by the way. That was a huge third dart again from her. Puts pressure on Robert to set up nice.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a big dart. That was a needed dart on dart 3 there from Robert.
Very doable out for Jimmy. He's a very quick thrower. If that once he sets up, he's just going to go, and it's either going to work or not. But this is a very doable out, and he needs to get low at the very least.
This is how Google classifies the Midwest: Kansas to Ohio, up to North Dakota.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
What? What?
So the Midwest is in the middle of the West, is what that would imply.
No, I'm just telling you. We're in the Midwest. Oklahoma, Texas, definitely not, bro.
Oh, can you get it on the third dart?
Mark Punt.
Oh, we
Mark
went
Punt's
for it.
tuning in.
Thank you, Mark. Man, I've been right 2 days in a row on big arguments. It's been a pleasant experience. Teresa needs a 54 here. Now 36. That's right. The big double 18 gets it done, and that'll do it. What a dart from Teresa Sullivan. That deserves a couple of butt slaps from the husband.
Big dart indeed. That's a 2-0 win there for Jimmy and Teresa, advancing on in the 1-loss side. For Randy and Robert, they'll go to the last chance bracket. Hoping to make a stand there. Let's see actually where they end up. Let me take a look. See, 1, 2, 7.
Look at Brandon Neal jumping in there.
Trying to get
done.
That
And
Austin
that's
Braswell,
to that
Brandon
match.
Neal. That was the third leg there against Austin Braswell and Wesley Ledford. Fortunately, it was not fast enough on that switch as they are already done.
Wow. And we're back to all seasons.
Absolutely, we are. We got matches abode now, so make sure to strap in, everybody, because we got plenty of darts coming your way.
This is Ryan Locke taking on Christian Broussard. And we'll get partners here in just a second. Big darts there from Christian. Christian is the West Coast version of Brian Henry.
Let's see if Lon can put in a couple 17s here, just into the 2. There he is. Recovers it with the last dart for a big trip 17.
So Lon and Christian Broussard. We are in Division 8. And where are we at in the bracket here?
This is a last chance game. This is going to be in the 10th place matchup here. Winner of this will play either Beto and Evristo or Josh and Travis. That is Travis Bayer and Josh Cole, to be specific. So winner of that matchup, winner of this matchup will meet in the 8th place position of the Division 8 bracket. You know, one of the coolest things that I got to commentate on recently was when I was covering the Plover tournaments, and we got to see the Henze father-son duo. And same thing here with Lon and Christian. It's always great to see those like familial teams, the husband-wife teams, the father-son teams, the brothers teams. It's always exciting because there's just a little extra fire in the matchup. You want to win with someone that close to you. It's one thing to win with a dart partner, it's another thing to win with a family partner.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
I was about to say that's gonna be a scary duo for a long time. That Henze duo, because Tyler's on pace, still in trek for the Division 1 of the CSC, whereas the potential to meet his dad could be there. That's crazy.
Christian Broussard, big darts. And yeah, I was going to say, just as a dad, right? As a dart lover and fan, if you end up with your kids loving and playing the game too, and get to play with them, like how cool is that? You know,
It was
that's
definitely
that's cool. That's dad 1.0 of like big moments.
Oh, it is. I mean, my dad, when he got me into the game, that was like one of the coolest things for him. He brags about it almost. And, you know, I'm not a bad kid, but I wasn't a kid you brag about. And that was one of the first times he started really bragging about stuff like that when me, him, and Jim Nolte won first place out at TOC and won the triples events and stuff like that. You know, it's really something special when you're playing with a family member.
Ron, you didn't see him cry when him and his dad commentated together at TOC?
Well, it was a cute picture. It was like the only picture that his dad posted. Decided not to post a picture of us. That's no big deal, though.
He didn't decide to take a picture of when his face was blown up on the live stream for like, a good solid 5 seconds.
Ryan Westover did that for him, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. It was good. I know at least a few people enjoyed that.
Mike McKimmy in the chat saying, "What's up, Will and Sean?" Mike is playing with James Edwards in Division 3. Or Division 2. I apologize.
A winner yesterday.
Yeah, that's an indie team. Love Mike and James, and they are actually on the king seat. So they have to be triple dipped. And they just beat Brandon Westover and James Hone.
James Hahn, also known as Man Bun, is his dart name.
I love it. And I appreciate that you fixed the name for me without actually, calling me out for it. That was nice too.
By the way, it's pronounced Han, by the way.
Yep, I got it. Fair enough.
And then after this match, it looks like we do have a match going on over at Motor City. So Christian,
there it is.
Take it out. 4-8 for the young guy.
The Sun with a 4.80 in Division 8. How about that? That is someone's getting upset about that type of situation, maybe. but I wouldn't be. I'd say great
let's-
job.
Let's head over to Eagles here. For
Kickoff!
Motor City Darts, where we got a few participants getting ready to start.
Motor City Darts. Brian Henry, a huge supporter of ours. They always have the Boom Goes to Dynamite signs, which I always love. Amazing stuff going on.
And it looks like they're just about to get
Jeremiah
underway.
Burger.
They did have the sign earlier. I don't know where it is at the moment, but Brian.
There's Brian.
Yeah, Brian's dancing back over
McRae.
there. So we just saw the Christian that looked like Brian, and now we're seeing Brian that looks like Brian.
Yep. You said Brian had white hair. That's not the case.
No, Christian. Anyways. Maya Burger, of course. One thing to factor in here, this is Division 12, right? Jeremiah Burger's a CSC participant. So that means that he's playing with a partner with a lower average here. I don't know much about Josh Schreinder and Steve Buchel, but I do know for a fact that with Jeremiah's ability, it's going to be just like what we saw with Jules and Lisa. The A player hitting big and the B player hitting whatever they need to support. It doesn't have to be a big round. It could just be those 2 and 3 mark closes, but it's going to be very important to see here, especially with the fact that this is a middle bracket. So there's going to be a 1 in the middle here.
The 01 cog. Wish the 01 cog was a different format, but that being said, if this is trying to run the tournament quickly and stuff like that, understandable completely.
I said, Carly, yesterday, even like like we covered Division 20 finals and like it was over so fast. Like we weren't expecting to be done that quick. And she's like, I was on league leader. As soon as I saw an update of a match, I was putting the timer on players. And that's what they do here. They make sure that things run. You get your 15 minutes to start your match and that's it.
Well, good news that Matt Ryan is trying his best Carson Wentz impersonation here for the Colts. Trying just to throw the game away.
I was about to say, could we end up just having another tie for the Colts?
I hope not. I'd rather lose than that. That's for sure. Like, please just lose the game if that's the case, guys. Like, just give it to them. Let them run it in.
4,
I'm good with
8,
that
and 2? What is this, a hockey club?
Oh, almost intercepted. Good try. All right. We're getting ready to get going. Waiting on Josh and Steve. Dawn and Jeremiah.
Let's take a look at the bracket here, why don't we, and see what's going on in the bracket itself here while we wait for these
all
players
my festive background and stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. Let's get your face on there.
Uh-oh.
Nope, they're getting ready to get going. They're going.
Run and hide, everybody.
Steve Buchel, Josh Snyder, Jeremiah Burger. First down. And Don Meir. Meir. Let's do this. Boom goes the Division 12.
You're anxious to get one of those booms out there. You're ready. Ready to go here.
Yeah. Colo.
Oh, yes.
Colo.
Angie Brewer, Mike Brewer of Missouri and B&G Amusement sitting in the king seat spot. 4K and 6K bonus pool.
Oh, boy.
Participants.
Yep, we keep on forgetting that there's a little extra on that, huh?
A little bit extra. Now, we are staggered here a little bit, so these guys are just a touch behind, but Josh and Steve, Don and Jeremiah, the winner of this one will play Ricky and Robert. Ricky Burford and Robert Bobine of Colorado. Winner of that one will play Bobby Schifflet and Gerald Hessler of Florida.
All right, here is Jeremiah Burger. We're going to get that screen refreshed for you so you're not... Feels like a spoiler alert's happening. Gets the diddle. with that last dart in the trip 20. So Don and Jeremiah will go first. Race to 2. Cricket 0-1 Cricket here in the one-loss side of the bracket.
Jeremiah tosses dart DJ Sayer style.
Ooh. You know, I actually talked to him about that, like in person, and he showed me that he actually does not ever even have the potential to stab himself with that dart. Oh, is that Robin Hooded? And it counted as a single? That's wonderful.
It looked like it. I don't know if it was
That was so
quite
cool.
a Robin
Oh,
Hood.
it was. That was in the Robin Hood.
It is a little deceiving with the angle that we have here. Is if you
Nope.
recall, this is a very sideways angle here.
Nope. It was Robin Hooded for sure.
Nope. He's taking it and running it.
Go back to the replay.
I'm not as good as well. I don't have instant replays here.
I just wanted you to be able to say that. 6 mark from Josh. We got ourselves a battle. Don Meir. You're going to miss by 2, Don. That'll work. Big trip 20 on dart 3.
Huge. Kind of resettled herself in. It looked like she just fell over just to that side. Look at her doing a little dance there, just a little shimmy. Keep the body going. You know, do you do that yourself, Sean, or have you noticed people that do that? I'm one of those guys that I like to kind of, if I got a song or something in my head, I'll be jamming back there, dancing or whatever, just staying relaxed.
But at the same time, I always am thinking about the fact that I'm trying to stay relaxed, which does not actually help, you know?
Yeah, no, it
You
just
ever
doesn't
find
come.
yourself doing that?
Doesn't come natural.
Diego Portella's doing some work.
It's 1-1. Yeah, let's.
We just had a big out.
It's 1-1. What, he took a 2 out?
Hey. He's the type of guy that you just have to root for, you know?
On an 82.96 average? No, it's a good match. Him and Cameron are throwing really pretty well. 85, 82, 1-1 right now. It's darkness, baby. We're giving it to you. The PDC's giving it to you. Gotta love it.
The soon-to-be world champion plays in the next game.
Josh Rock, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't deny I put a couple bucks on him just because.
Smart.
Just because. Him and old Michael Smith, you can't go wrong there. Jeremiah looking to get back in the lead. Big triple there. Takes this opportunity to go ahead and close these 19s. 1-2 pop would be nice.
Jeremiah trying to not be the second best Jeremiah in Michigan.
The other one getting his CDC tour card at the first Q School of the year at the Buckeye Open. Good kudos to Jeremiah Millar.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him on tour. He's a darn good soft tip player, but he's also a really, really good steel tip player that a lot of people don't know about. So I'm looking forward to that. He'll do some damage on tour next year if he plays and uses all the events that he can.
Millar's one of those guys, too, that is really cool to talk the game with because he will tell you exactly how he feels about your strategy and decision-making. I actually had a problem. Every time I interviewed him for the CSC, we would talk for another hour after, which made my interviews come out very late for you guys to watch. But that was just because it was so easy to talk strategy darts and the reasoning behind why players do certain things. Really cool and insightful to see from these top-level players.
Here is Jeremiah Berger.
Go for the 17s here. Try to close out.
He's going back up on dart 3, and kind of punts it a bit. Sally Witten asking, Nick, are you commentary today? Allegedly.
Allegedly, I am here. I will say, unlike the singles yesterday, it's a little bit more moving parts going on, which is why I'm a little quieter than normal, probably for the benefit of all your guys' ears out there.
Yeah, I would say I don't think Carly allowed him to. So Carly said no more Nick. No more Nick.
How about the 3 in the bet on the 17s right there from Josh?
I had something lined up there, and I decided to hold my words.
Do it.
Absolutely not.
What I thought.
We all know Sean's Carly's favorite because he actually does read the spiels.
Yeah,
I do.
Touche. That's a good one. Good one indeed.
Yeah, that's what makes me Carly's favorite.
Jeremiah just ended up with 2 singles here as he's not able to regain the lead.
No.
And just a little update there. It does look like Randy and Robert from Thirsties did just get knocked out. I was watching that one in the background there. So unfortunate for those guys, but it was a pleasure to watch them on the stream.
Same thing, and I think
That from Josh. After the 9 mark, he goes 8 mark. Dawn's got a pretty good shot, though.
16. Yeah, she does. Unhappy with that miss there. Just had that tendency, it looked like, to kind of possibly step over every once in a while, but we all have our every so often hitch. I know I'm a third dart leaner myself.
Getting pretty dicey here in this leg as they're kind of shaping up to try to have that advantage going into the second 01 or second leg here, the 01 leg, as I'm stumbling all over my words there. It's a little bit of a battle, but right now Jeremiah and Don are in some serious trouble as Josh is just being relentless on the dartboard.
Ouch.
Not missing. He has not missed in 9 darts.
You able to mute Sean here, Nick?
Oh no, this is fine. If we lose, that's great. It's great for our field.
So Sean is now muted, so I went ahead and took care of that for us there. All right, I unmuted him.
Go. I'm just kidding.
Lost signal.
Found the signal.
Don't worry. Everything here is a well-running machine in the PPD camera systems, all right? Though solely calculated, I have 100% confidence of why that happened. Not a clue why that happened, I'm going to be honest.
To break the Colts' hearts, Greg Joseph.
Good.
Big hat trick there from Jeremiah. Is good. Colts lose. Wow.
Wow. Double bull.
Josh missed a dart, guys.
Needs to see
2 darts. So you're saying there's a chance. She has winning darts.
That she does. Not anymore.
Another bull needed to get the point lead. Gets the point lead. Make Steve and Josh think about it just a little bit now. There's the point lead back. Now this is a big chance. Big chance here for Jeremiah.
That sucks.
There's that one. 17s. There's the double 17, double 15. That's how you get it done in leg number 1.
You can hear him roar from here. My
that
goodness. Well, I got a stat for you when you're ready.
Go.
That was the largest comeback in NFL history.
That's what we're all about, breaking records.
I was convinced that like you were about to say that was the largest comeback in a darts game or something, and then you said NFL at the end. You had me in the first half there, Will.
No, I knew when you said I have a stat for you that it was going to be that specific stat, that it was going to be NFL related.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry, buddy.
Hey,
Here we
listen.
go.
Sometimes it sucks to suck. Sometimes it's fun to suck. That was a fun suck. Josh, who has missed 2 darts in his last 15 throws a hat trick. This is Division 12. And he has missed 2 darts in 12 darts.
Stepsley in chat saying, will the Division 1 trips with Johnny Lackey be streamed tomorrow? Unfortunately, we are not streaming trips tomorrow. We are just here for the singles and doubles. Just kind of taking a fun day Sunday for ourselves there. Although we do wish best of luck to all those players.
Actually, it's going to be Johnny Lackey, Robert Pratt, Randy Broughton tomorrow in that triples bracket.
Woo!
Also, Dominic Punt, Ryan Crawley, and George Galvin.
Don, it's okay. Just tell Brian to shut up behind you. Just talking away right as she's throwing.
Some pretty good teams in our Division 1 triples tomorrow, got to be honest. Kyle Liddicky going to be involved. Travis Wilkinson involved as well.
Oh, there you go. Step Sly is going to be one of Johnny's partners, it looks like.
And that's Robert or Randy.
Definitely, it looks like we're going to game 3 in this situation
Robert.
if everything goes according to plan here.
No, they play him. Gotcha.
So that would be either Jason, Will, Matt Graff, or Ron Plon of Schmidt's Amusements in Wisconsin.
Oh. Maybe they just play them at a certain point.
They could be.
I'm with Matt Graff, so there you go.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, then boom goes the Wisconsinite.
Well, sorry for you.
Yeah.
Shake his hand right after he throws for me.
You have to watch that throw all day. That's ugh.
He kind of gives you a handshake afterwards.
No envy. No envy on that. I'm just kidding. I love Matt.
Make sure he knows we're talking about him.
Oh, he knows.
32 remaining for Josh and Steve. Sorry, Nick, go ahead.
No, you're good. On the other end of the bracket here, Andrew and Ryan that we were watching earlier out of the stadium just won a 20-round last chance game on roundouts. 1,400 points there. And then Christian and Lon, the father-son duo, did also win their match.
Steve punts the 32 hard. Leaves his partner 6, which is not a fun single out. Or double out. Don will not take out the 157 though.
You'd be surprised how quickly you can fall into the single 3 or the even the trip 3 there on this 6 if you so choose, or you just go single 6. Yeah, you go single 6, but you can fall up or go down.
It's Josh though. Josh, pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's a quality shot. I don't think he's gonna miss often.
Is he looking down? Yep. He's gonna stay there now.
Yeah.
Hits it. But he made tough work of that one. I might have looked at him weird as a partner if he goes double 3 outside on the second dart. Wondering what the heck you're doing. You better throw the fat 6 on dart 3. Nick, you want to chime in on that or something? Jeez.
They used to call me Fat 6 in high school. All right, back to the diddle here. Back to the diddle here. Just like we saw, I mean, they other than the little scare there where Don did have a shot at 157, clear control on that 0-1 leg, and it's really about who goes first here to kind of set their difference. And Josh, all of a sudden, looking a little shaky, and Jeremiah won't have too much work to do on this diddle.
He throws one good dart. He's good. So it looks like it's going to be Jeremiah and Dawn going first. That might have been too soon. Might have been too soon. Yeah, smart dart. Smart third dart.
Yeah, I was about to say, whew.
You go that 12, 9, 11 wire,
And
you're perfect.
Josh is from Midstate Amusement to answer the question in chat there.
Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm Sean Green, and I'm in Fishers, Indiana. We got Will Stewart, who is in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, and Nick Dichiria, who's in Florida, but not the good part.
You know what? I'll take it. It's the first time you haven't said Dirachi in like 6 months.
he said it earlier today.
You
He
didn't say it
said
right
Nick
there.
Dirachi Dichiria.
No. First time in a while. And we're underway here. Jeremiah Berger getting a 4 mark to open up here, giving Josh an opportunity to bounce right back.
There you go. Josh and Steve are Wisconsinites. Josh Snyder is a fantastic dart player. Has been perfect at times.
I feel like with Dawn here, and I know that there's a little bit of an average difference, I feel like we haven't seen the full potential of what she has with her dart game. I think she's having a little bit of a struggle period here because her darts are not far off. I mean, those groupings on the 18 looked phenomenal. So I'm really curious if she can kind of turn it on in this game 3 scenario.
You can do that in this setting. I mean, you're gonna have a leg or two where maybe you struggle a little bit more than you have the rest of the day. It's just that point in the day, you know. Brian there chatting with Jeremiah Berger.
No, without a doubt there. I agree with you, Will. Especially, you'll see it a lot tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're not covering trips, but with these trips tournaments and the monthly trips tournaments that PPD puts on, you see there's a lot of times where the A player might be cooling off for a little bit and the B player starts warming up. And God knows, whenever I play against a team, there's C players throwing the 6-0.
Well, Jeremiah only had 2 mark there, so you saw the A player kind of cool off. Is he going to take a... Yeah, he tried to go for the kill shot. Does not get it. Dawn going to try and pick up her partner here. I think that ricocheted off the other dart. She is pointing those ones consistently. Steve throws so fast.
He does throw pretty quick. I saw him. He just goes 1, 2, 3 before you even know it.
Little
We're moving along pretty quickly here in our brackets. I must say.
It seems to have been the case this time around for Nationals. Everyone's on top of their game.
I looked at Division 16. I mean, they're moving right along. Division 30, we've already got a king seat holder in that. Yeah, I mean, geez Louise, we're pushing. We are pushing.
We push them real good.
We're pushing real good. You just finish it off. Salt and pepper's here.
There's our new nickname.
She's taking just a second to settle herself back in. A single 20 and a trip 5, unfortunately. Got to find a good dart here. Not going to be the case.
Hit that like button, hit that share button, guys. Let everyone know we are live here at PPD Nationals. Sean Green, Will Stewart, Nick Dichiria. We have a barn burner in this one. Last leg decider, 1-1 scoreline. The loser will be going to the last chance bracket. The winner moves through the 1-loss side to one of the other matches. I didn't look that up before setting up this whole edge of your chair situation.
I feel like one of the other factors that we're going to be seeing a lot today that we did notice yesterday. Yesterday we noticed players playing consistently well, even into later rounds, and not really nerves coming into factor. But with that bonus pool money, it's going to be some nervy darts when we get to these later bracket matches rather than the other way around. Those first few matches, I feel like a lot of players are kind of warmed up from yesterday. They played their singles. They're feeling good. And today I just see that there's a lot of times where you're having great players struggle just because they know, okay, if we win this, we could potentially be winning $1, $2, $3, $4, even $5,000 potentially.
Look at Dawn. Big dart from Dawn Mere, 8 mark. She gets a boom, goes to dynamite for that one. That's how you help out your partner. But Nick, you're absolutely right. Having the K bonus pool in the back of your mind consistently, I feel like it's going to matter a little bit more when you get to the finals and you start getting the single dipped, then you get double dipped, and now you're really worried about it because you've already looked at some of the other finishers and none of them are in your level of money won, so you can win the whole thing potentially, and then that's leaking into your mind. Or you could be like Chris Watson and have no idea you're in a bonus pool, not know what it is, and just find out on Monday from Carly when she calls you to congratulate you.
I certainly wish the one time I made it to a finals during nationals that I didn't know that because I was 19, so I was completely sober, not even sneaking drinks in the parking lot. Scouts honor there, and my partner, when we won the king seat match, thought we won the whole tournament because he was blackout drunk, and so we had the situation where I had to remind him that we still had darts left. We sat for an hour and a half, and then when it was time for us to play, I was shaking. We got triple dipped, and my payout would have been $2,500. My partner says to me, he's like, I wouldn't have even made you split the money. I would have just given you the whole bonus pool. After we lost, he said this, and I was like, that's great, thanks.
That's really nice of Dominic to share to offer to you.
No. That time I was playing with this guy named Eric Kepfer. Also known as Easy E.
Thanks for calling him out on live stream.
Yeah, what the heck? Even his nickname?
Eric refuses to make a Facebook profile, so therefore we're perfectly safe.
Safe.
So just so we know, most of these participants, this is their first day here. We actually had 483 players participating in yesterday's singles events. Today we got 958. And I got to say, this is a laughable affair from Cameron Menzies right now. Are you watching this?
Yeah.
His facial features are one of a kind.
Oh, yeah. That's why I got a selfie with him instead of Fallon.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. And then Fallon just happened to walk away is what really happened. Oh, sorry.
No, I made it purposeful.
Oh, yeah, I remember you. Hey, Cameron, can I get a picture with you? Who cares about her?
Yeah. I just didn't want him to feel bad,
And there she is. They just show her on live.
Yeah. I'm a professional dart player too, but don't worry about me. I'm nobody.
Some trouble for Don and Jeremiah here.
I'm going to say Steve and Josh are set here to potentially take out these 15s and move on to the Bulls for a win.
Does close the 15s. So now going to the Bulls behind. Yep, you close everything, I think. You make an attempt to. Now you got to go Bull. Yep. Got to look to do it just to give yourself a shot at it. But Josh, options.
I almost wonder there, just because Don is behind Jeremiah, if the bull route does make a little bit more sense there, just because it might be more likely for her to feel comfortable hitting some single closes.
Well, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Josh takes it out. Josh Snyder and Steve get the job done. Division 12. That was some great darts. As Jeremiah Berger now in the last chance bracket with Don, and Josh and Steve stay alive in the one loss.
Well, here we go. Moving on back to Thirsties. This is Jordan Meyer, and I think who's that? Steve. That's not Steve Shope. Steve who?
That's Steve Orff, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
Keith Galloway.
Yeah, Keith Galloway and Megan. We'll get some info here as far as division and
Megan Cervantes. Cervantes. I just want to make sure I got the pronunciation right there. Cervantes.
And where are we at in this one?
Right now we're in game number 1. This is right now to get into the finals of the middle bracket here. So this, if they win this, they'll put them in a guaranteed money position.
Yep, this is
Nice.
Division 7. Winner will play Brandon Richardson Sr. and Vincent Garza of Kansas B&K Enterprises. So, wonder what part of Kansas they're from. Maybe Junction City, maybe Kansas City area.
Jordan
Well, I remember
Meyer.
Keith. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Jordan Meyer and Steve Orff playing out of South 94 Bistro.
Yep.
There you go. And look at that from Keith Galloway. I'm telling you, I remember Keith from TOC. He was a phenomenal shot.
We recognize the hat, the Why Not hat.
Yep.
Leonard Gates wears that a lot. And if you look at South 94, actually there's a bunch of steel tip boards along that wall as well. They do a lot of darts out of that bar. So big shout out to South 94 Bistro for their efforts to help grow the game, as well as our numerous other bars that we see and feature, such as Thirsties.
And South 94 is actually a streaming location. Fortunately, we weren't able to get a tech out there in time to get one of the camera issues fixed up. We were just missing a key for the dartboard, unfortunately. But they were quick to be on the phone with me. Had 4 or 5 people running through the troubleshooting this morning, trying to get the cameras working. So shout out to them. And I'm fortunate that we couldn't get the cameras going there, but we're excited to see more of them in the future, especially with the CSC, and try to get those Playmore locations featured.
You know what I totally forgot to do, buddy? Or that we totally forgot about there, Sean? And we hate to keep steering you away, but Leonard Gates is playing right now.
He is. Yeah, that just started.
Yeah, the Modus Super Series final for the weekend is playing out right now. So, hey, if you got a couple devices, turn on the PDC Tour, turn on Modus Super Series, turn on us. It's a darts fest, baby.
How awesome is that to have 3 different types of darts on TV at one time?
It is amazing.
Oh, look at Keith Galloway goes low ton.
I do know last time Jordan Meyer and Steve Orff played together, they got to a finals, if I'm not mistaken. They were not playing on the streaming board because that location had a lot of players playing really late into the last Nationals. This is either the last one or the one before, but they did a deep run together. So it's nice to see those team dynamics. That's one of the things that's a big factor is team dynamics of playing with partners that you do well with, and there's also the factor of the partners where you're in different bonus pools with to win potentially more money.
I'm telling you right now, Megan has a fantastic shot.
She really does. Look at that nice low ton there. Double bull on the back end with a single 18 in the middle. How about that, folks? Yeah,
And her
she's a
form's
quality shot.
fantastic.
Exactly. I mean, she's got a great shot.
Well, there's a hat trick from the Laughing Assassin himself. Leaves his partner on a finish.
By Laughing Assassin, folks, we are not joking. Laughing indeed. You can hear him from across the bar if he gets going.
Keith unable to leave Megan on a finish. Steve does not have to go for this, and he wouldn't.
My first time out at TOC, I had the hotel room next to Jordan Meyer, and the Laughing Assassin laughs all night long. As he would laugh until 3, 4 in the morning, and at 7 a.m., knock on the door for the Jaeger bomb. So, guy knows how to have fun, and he's always in high spirits when he's playing, which is great to see. And also the best dressed player for the CSI walk-ons, in my opinion.
It was pretty impressive. Yeah, he had the pants and everything.
He was ready to go. 55 needed, 5 for 50.
Got
There
it.
it is. 1-1 here. So we head into our decider. Big shout out Jeremy Byrne is hanging out there supporting Leonard Gates in house at the Moto Super Series. So I wanted to mention that.
Guy with a good mustache,
Quality mustache.
unlike one of
talk
our
about-
partners.
Leo.
Meow?
Not the ideal diddle there for Keith.
Nope, and Jordan steals it.
And he did it right, too. He shot left side of the board there. No chance to shoot too little on that third dart. You right there at that trip 14. Shows the experience because he's been in the PPD program pretty much since the beginning.
Leonard not looking in too good shape here in this match. I don't know how the finals work either.
I don't know if it's round robin. I think it's not a round robin. I think it's straight through, I think. I'm not sure either.
It's a 180 to leave 23, because why not? Adam's thinking about why on earth did he do that? Look at him. Look at him. That's the best.
Fortunately,
There
missing
it
out
is.
on that one. Does a little shimmy as well. What was that?
Leonard did not shake anyone's hand. He just walked off stage. That's not good.
Oh, he shook the player's hand.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It just looked like the guy celebrated right away. And ugh, awful.
Stinker, stinker, stinker.
Yeah. You lose to someone who threw a 79. You're playing in the World Darts Championship on Monday. You better pick it up there, bud.
How about that picture of Richard Vinstra?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like my Photoshop skills.
looks looking down. All righty, back to this match here. 57 plays 40. Jordan gonna have to hit a big triple here. He's gonna go down to the 19s possibly, or stay up there.
Stay up there.
Stays up there the whole time. 140, 57 here.
Called it. All right, guys. Well, if you are liking what you're seeing and you want to know how to become, eligible to play in major PPD events like PPD Nationals and the CSC Challenger Series?
Boy, do I.
Players become eligible in those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within your area. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing in one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event and other events in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jordan was looking for the 1-2-3 punch on the 19s. Not able to get it. Just a single 19. Single 20 there.
Having a little bit of a freeze issue going on, but that's just Davenport, Florida for you.
See if we're getting a little upgrade here. Reminder, folks, we are dealing with multiple different avenues here. We've got Houston, Texas being shown at a Thirsties. We've got South Bistro in Missouri, St. Louis to be a matter of fact. I'm in Kansas. Sean is in Indiana. Of course, Nick down there in the Florida area.
Central Florida.
Who knows what happens in that area?
Nothing good. That's why we have the Florida man jersey. You can see some great news articles on there.
Where one person from Florida actually is on that jersey.
There was a lot of people that said, "Why didn't you put like Kenny Doyle's picture on there?" And I was like, that makes sense, but I don't know if I can convince Kenny Doyle to do that one. I can hardly get him to turn his camera on for the interviews.
I am just so curious what Keith hit this round. You can see the great form there in the pause. Oh, is your guys playing?
Yep.
Sweet.
Just fine here.
Refresh this a little bit.
Say, Megan's throwing right now, going at the 15s. It looks like now. Unfortunately, I think that was just a flight into the 15s there.
Yeah, a little bit of a big deflection for Megan, and Jordan just in pole position here to kind of shut this one down. And he finds that 15 on the third dart in style, hits the 6 when it matters most.
Keith, big 16s. Needs a lot more. Only a 5 mark. Not going to be enough to really put a lot of pressure on Steve. There's the point lead. I think you stay there for dart 2, maybe. Yep. He stays all the way through. I'm guessing he asked Jordan what he wanted him to do, and he gave him an answer.
Asking, you shall receive. As Jordan and Steve are just looking real tough right now. Megan finding a lot of 16s. Can she get one more of those? Oh, catches on the other side, but an excellent attempt trying to keep her team alive in a very detrimental position for themselves.
Again, Megan is a fantastic shot. You can just tell her form is amazing. She's probably a coveted women's doubles partner and mixed doubles partner. And partner in general.
Keith with a big triple there. Staying right there, hoping for another one. Hits a single. Yeah, you got to believe. I think I've seen Megan before, whether that be at TOC, possibly.
Well, TOC is such a blur for us, right? Because there's so many players out there. It's just like when you guys go to NDA as well. There's so many people coming up and so many people you meet and call games of. It's just insane to try to keep track.
She in that elite final?
I can almost guarantee it if she is throwing like this.
I was thinking that's possibly where we saw her at, was the TOC elite finale, potentially. That last name sounds familiar.
It does.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. If anyone is in the chat that knows that answer, please let us know, because she is a phenomenal dart player.
Yeah, she's playing elite, that's for sure.
Yeah, I need a mixed doubles partner for AirCap. If you
want to drive up from Houston.
Not that big of a drive, you know.
All right, Keith. Bulls. It's the bull route.
So confirmation gates, it's a round robin format. So
okay, good. I'm not worried yet.
Opportunities, yep.
They threw a match last night where he averaged 103. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you see how dirty they did him on the bingo sheet?
No.
The World Championship bingo sheet had Leonard Gate and miscount on there.
Well, you might as well mark it now, but
that's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can definitely just X off that square already. Love him to death, but I'd probably miscount at least once.
I mean, when you think of the game as we know it, and we think of it, and then you think of the game as Europeans know it. I mean, Europeans are so good at those 300 plus strategic maneuvers, where we're still kind of learning them. I think that's the big difference. Set yourself up on 170, 167 instead of 165 or 168, 169.
Well, Steve takes it down.
Big win.
They move on in the 1K side as we're hip-hopping right on over to
Keeping them rolling today is
the
Jeremiah
Eagles.
Berger. Yeah, Jeremiah Berger and Don taking on Jamie Kopp and
Yeah, we
Carol.
know Jamie.
Jamie's a big USA Dart supporter.
Is that because he's tall?
No, he reps the USA Darts hat.
We'll
I
see
think he
about that.
bought a couple off me actually at Whammo.
Jamie, very good player.
Indeed, I think he's been in our CSC Challenger Series, Division
Yep.
1 or Division 2.
Yeah, I think Division 2.
Of course, those all start to blend together when you've had 3 seasons of them now. Big
Well,
9 mark. Go ahead.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Jeremiah Berger.
And this is the last chance game, by the way. I want to pop over before this one finished up because this is pretty dicey. This is going to be a tough situation for both teams to get out of.
Errol Kopp is playing with Jamie. I'm going to guess related in some way.
Quite possibly the better half.
Dawn shakes her head no, so she must know. I'm just kidding. She was not obviously listening to you there. Oh, no. Does not get the point lead back. Opening up the door wide for Jamie to close with 16s.
You can see Jeremiah giving her a fist bump saying, hey, it's all right. It's not over yet. Although you have to imagine Jamie's capitalizing.
Oh, yeah. Point all day. That'll do. Now, what do you do if you're Jeremiah? Do you close both those numbers and then throw bull on the last start?
You have to throw the bull first. If you hit the bull on the first start, you get the opportunity to close. If not, I mean, he did opt to close after the bull on the first start, but it's a big big risk. I mean, you're setting up a 6-3 race here. So really, even if Carol walks away with none, it's still a big hill to climb for Dawn, needing 6.
That's why in his position, if you're going to close it anyway, I would just close first on 17, 15, and then go bull last start.
Well, the reason I say to go bull first there is simply for the sake of saying if you don't hit it, it's more beneficial to continue it. Just playing your odds, having faith in your partner is one thing, but 6 bulls for any player is near impossible. You want to try to close that gap first at that point.
Well, Dawn was right there. And this is the round here. Does Jamie hit the 3 bulls to win this? Or will he give Jeremiah a chance? There's the first 2.
Fooled me with that go start there. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Jamie and Carol advance.
Jeremiah Berger is out.
Fortunate, but that is how it goes in these tight divisions we have here for our PPD Doubles Nationals. 958 players participating in this one throughout our 30 divisions. So nice to see all these teams going at it. Some unfortunately already bowing out. Others continuing on looking for a title.
Like this gorgeous dude right here, Mr. Brandon Neal. This is Division 1?
This division, well, Brandon Neal, we saw Brandon and Donnie playing Jules and Lisa right off the bat. This Division 1.
Well, that's exactly what we're seeing again, bud.
Yep,
exactly.
A little rematch here. This is going to be the finals of the middle bracket here. Winner team guarantees 3rd place. Losing team guarantees 4th place. So they're setting themselves up right now, and this is a huge match to win. It lets you go into that 3rd place match with advantage and potentially going into the finals with only 1 loss rather than 2. So this is really a lot on the line for both teams.
Well, Lisa gets that point lead. Big darts there. Putting a little pressure on Brandon to hit a lot of 17s. His number. Let's see. If you go trip 17 first dart, I close. But I also am terrible at darts, so I don't know if that's the right strategy or not.
I like it. He needs 2 singles to close there. Jules is behind, forces Jules to hit a 7 mark to take a big advantage. That's an excellent shot and a good call there, Sean.
Yeah, he does what I would have done. We'll see if it comes back to cost him.
Jules has the opportunity to close if he wants.
Oh, he tried it. Trip 2. Not going to be happy about the miss.
Are you ever happy about a miss?
Oh, here's Donnie. 17. Big trip 17 on the first 2. I got a sub 5 mark.
And that's exactly what he needs in that situation. Lisa's behind here. It is a B player. Now, granted, we saw her play very well earlier, so that's not to discredit her. But just knowing that, all right now we have the big dog on hold. You need to get as much points as possible so Brandon can go up here and continue the game forward with the closes. It's going to be a little bit of an anchor strategy with Brandon and Donnie here, it looks like, where Donnie's going to continue anchoring and getting those points, letting Brandon take the more aggressive shots.
This is leg number 1 or 3?
Leg number 1.
All right. Gets the trip 17 on dart 3. Jules forced to stay on the 16s the whole time if he wants the point lead.
Knowing Jules, that doesn't necessarily stop him. Went for the 15s. He must have been blocked. I would assume those are trip 2s at the 15.
Well, there's a big trip 3. He is wiring those first 2. Oh, Donnie.
Lee's here with a
Lisa
great
gonna get a
opportunity. Yeah, this is a great opportunity to close that gap.
Did Will just decide to stop talking?
No, I'm thinking about something that maybe we didn't consider, and we probably should have beforehand.
Okay.
Probably getting the old go-ahead from Jules before we put him on here.
Well,
But I'm assuming we're not really featuring him as that game screen's kind of been fuzzy.
Well, that could be
the whole time.
any Jules Van Doggen. I mean, we're not certain it's that Jules.
there's got to be at least 2 in the world.
So we'll just go ahead and say he doesn't know. Well, this is not his fault. We'll take the blame on that one, PDC. Go ahead and just ship us the bill.
This is the American version of Jules Van Dongen. Soft tip, not even a big deal. See, anyone
triple
can hit a
there.
6 mark. Anyone can hit a 6 mark, you know?
Very aggressive close, which is
Yeah, it was.
typical character of imposter Van Doggen.
Well, he's kind of added some pressure here. Oh, do you agree with that?
No.
Not at all there.
Why wouldn't you just go ahead and close that 16, get rid of it?
I'm sure Brandon is asking his partner that question right this second.
Brandon's the type where he's going to be like, hey, it's all right, man. He's not even going to question the decision, and he's just going to give that blind support because he's a very positive guy. So,
I wouldn't question it in like a negative way. I would just be like, what were you thinking there?
Yeah,
like
exactly. Like, hey, we might as well just go ahead and take one out at least, you know?
Uh-oh.
Because now it's difficult. Now he's got to hit a double or a triple here on the 15s.
Pressure.
Indeed. Because Jules can come right back here and hit a 6 to 9 mark. And big double. Huge.
Mike
Huge.
Maloney loves to see it.
Huge with a capital Y.
You mean huge?
And JVD, only 2 bowls. And here's Donnie. Take out leg number 1. Does so. Double bowl. Maybe we should ask Donnie for his permission to stream him. 1-0 lead
Going
as we
into
go to
some-
leg number 2.
It's the 0-1, so Jules here knows what the A position that he's in. 3 bulls is almost necessary. His partner following up with 1. It's going to be a tough road ahead if that's not the case.
Low ton only from Jules. And for those of you not able to see, Josh Rock takes a 1-0 lead in sets.
Brandon falls to the low ton of his own there, keeping it consistent. It's really up to Lisa to set the pacing here. She wants to kind of keep the same rhythm going for both these teams, knowing that they have the throw.
Yeah, this
Come
might.
up with something here. Yeah, that's not.
That's going to hurt.
That's gonna hurt indeed. As Donnie's gonna come up here, and if he plows in a ton plus, they're gonna be hurt.
Yeah, this is where if I'm Donnie's partner, I say run. Meaning hit some bulls.
Not as great as it could have been.
Nope.
Brandon will slap his hand and say, "Hey, at least we're ahead." Jules here. Ooh,
Only another low ton. Brandon Neal going to look to hat trick. No, he'll look to hit a 160 because a 150 does not make any sense.
Correct. He wants to make sure they get potentially even 2 looks out, depending on what Lisa does here.
Gonna look up. Yep. Explain that to us, Nick.
Well, 166 is a bogey even in open out. There's no way to shoot that within 3 darts there. So taking a look at that 20 there, you're only losing out on potentially 30 points, but you're giving yourself an opportunity to leave your partner an out. If they got 6 darts at an out, it's way better than 3, which right now that looks like they're only going to have 3 darts, maybe 6, depending on what Lisa does on their next go.
I'll even go back to last round from Jules. Jules, if he would have hit a 50 there and done the 150, he would have left his opponent with just 1 bull needed and then some, rather than 100 points to get on the board. So that was a massive difference here too. So Jules gonna have to really pull this down within the single. Yeah, there we go. Two dart checkout range.
13 for bull.
Brandon has a good look though
13
with 115
for bull.
to steal this.
Yep, you go bullseye, 15 bullseye.
Very doable checkout from him. Piece of candy.
My man. Bullseye, 15 bullseye. And Brandon Neal, Donnie are now guaranteed at least 3rd place.
Brandon about left that girl hanging. About left her hanging.
That's a huge win and a little bit of a turnaround from last time that they played them at the beginning of our stream here. So good work to those guys. I do believe we have a little bit of a break in the action here. So while we're waiting on our next matches, we're going to go ahead and cut to a little break. Don't go far, folks, but we'll be back with the action soon enough for the PPD Nationals doubles event. I'm Nick Dichiria, joined by Sean Green and Will Stuart. So it does look like we're going to have a little bit of an extended break in the action here as we're starting to get to those 4th place, 3rd place matchups into these brackets. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and kill the stream here, but not for long. We'll be resurrected just like a phoenix, coming back with some finals action in these brackets here. So don't go far, folks. When you see that notification that we're back live, you know darting action is abounds. We'll be back soon enough, and thanks for tuning in.